want to get arrested? You're going to get arrested for assault on a civilian.
Rocky Hill 911, the Ash Store emergency.
Yeah, I was just assaulted by a police officer who punched me in the face through my window.
Is he pressing charges against me, like for breach?
Yeah.
Like because I yelled at him and stuff?
For assault, because you hit him.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. In today's video, we are going to be covering a Connecticut police officer who sucker punched a civilian in the face, was criminally charged, but yet he gets to keep his job? Let's get into it.
A Meriden police officer is charged with assault after a violent road rage incident caught on camera.
Fox 61, the only station to obtain both the citizen dash cam and police body cam video. Fox 61's Matt Caron went to the Meriden Police Department in search of answers. He joins us now live with what he discovered. Matt.
Huge shout out to Matt Caron. I have had the pleasure of speaking with him when we covered his reporting on Wanda Geter, a government official from Bridgeport, Connecticut, who gave me a false name during my audit of the government center. She was later caught on camera stuffing the ballot box during the Democratic primary election for mayor. Matt was very tenacious in his reporting, went to Wanda's home to ask questions, and even pushed back against law enforcement when they wouldn't allow him inside of City Hall.
Listen, are you a public servant?
Are you
paid for with taxpayer dollars?
And
is this building paid for by taxpayer dollars?
Needs to be taken up with security.
You're the lieutenant of
Who's
100%.
department. I just want all the intentions here to be clear, because once you say, hold on one second. Once you say it, we have cause. So you intend, if we were to walk up these stairs and to knock on the mayor's door and try and ask him some questions, you intend to have us arrested?
No.
For trespass?
No.
So then what are you saying?
You have to take all this up with the security guard that runs the building right now.
But they're not going to arrest me. Security doesn't arrest people. You arrest me.
They're not qualified to determine that.
They're the ones that make the call.
They're not qualified.
So
What's their qualification?
That's the gentleman you need to talk to.
You're telling me that a security guard is going to be the arbiter of my arrest?
He is a true proponent of the First Amendment and one of the best investigative journalists in Connecticut.
Despite this incident occurring back in December, it only came to light now thanks to a Freedom of Information Act request and a tip. Investigators say the video shows an off-duty Meriden police officer with more than 20 years of law enforcement experience reaching into a citizen's vehicle and punching him in the face.
He's not going to try to make this into some type of major thing.
December 8th, 2023, 37-year-old Thomas Brocuglio was driving his company vehicle with the dash camera on as he approached a red light at the intersection of France Street and Cromwell Ave in Rocky Hill.
What are we doing? Kid. What are you doing?
The truck he was honking at was being driven by 57-year-old off-duty Meriden Police Corporal Alan Ganter.
Wait all day. Oh, boo, 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 boo.
That's when Ganter got out of his truck, flashed his badge, and approached Brocuglio.
Right on red. Really? Where does it say that? It says stop here on red.
Corporal Ganter began taking pictures of Brocuglio's license plate.
He was taking pictures of his license plate to retaliate against him later on. That's exactly what he was doing.
Brocuglio accused Ganter of being on his phone as the confrontation escalated.
I saw you looking down doing everything else. No, I was moving something in my bag.
Ganter then threatens to give Brocuglio a ticket and call his supervisor.
Sure, sounds good. Let me get your badge number.
Unbelievable. This is why we all need dash cameras equipped in our vehicles, just for instances like this.
You want to get arrested? You're going to get arrested for assault on a civilian.
Ganter drove away as Brocuglio placed a call to Rocky Hill Police.
Rocky Hill 911, the Ash Store emergency.
Yeah, I was just assaulted by a police officer who punched me in the face through my window.
Rocky Hill Police responded and generated this incident report, saying the punch left Brocuglio dazed and possibly concussed. Rocky Hill Police made contact with Ganter at his residence. The interaction on body camera.
Is he pressing charges against me, like for breach?
Yeah.
Like because I yelled at him and stuff?
For assault, because you hit him.
He's saying that I hit him.
He's saying that I hit him. This officer clearly lying. That is why dash cams are so important. He is lying. He's saying that I hit him. It's on video. That's where you messed up. You've been exposed, officer.
And he has video that you hit him.
Then Ganter asks officers if he can charge Brocuglio.
And there's nothing where I can press for breach of peace for him yelling at me, whatever it is.
Ultimately,
breach of peace for what? He didn't breach the peace. He wanted you to get off of your phone and make the right turn that you were supposed to make. You escalated the situation by getting out of the vehicle and then punching him in the face.
Ganter, who is a school resource officer for the Thomas Edison Middle School, was charged with breach of peace and assault.
I'm Matt Karen with Fox 61 News. Okay. We'd like to talk to somebody about Officer Alan Ganter punching a civilian in the face.
We were told someone from Internal Affairs would speak to us, then told no one was available.
No one's available to come up.
Meriden police did send Fox 61 a statement saying an internal affairs investigation determined Ganter did violate the Meriden Police Department's rules of conduct and as a result was suspended for 5 days without pay.
5 days without pay. He violated the department's rules of conduct. No, he violated the law and he punched an innocent man in the face like the tyrant he is. No, that deserves way more than a 5-day suspension. He needs to be terminated as a law enforcement officer, especially when he's working around children.
And will be required to attend de-escalation training for 3 consecutive years. And after issuing that statement, the Meriden police did also say they would not be addressing this issue any further, nor would they be making anyone available for an on-camera interview. We're live in Meriden. Matt Karen, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, fellow patriots, of course the Meriden Police Department does not wish to make any additional statements regarding this incident because they got caught red-handed trying to cover this up and sweep it under the rug. A 5-day suspension for sucker punching, let's call it what it is, sucker punching an innocent civilian, all because this officer wasn't paying attention to the road. This is a pure ego trip. This was a tyrant's actions here. And this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say that there is zero accountability in law enforcement. Name any other profession where you can punch someone and keep your job. I'll wait. It doesn't exist. Law enforcement have such low standards for these officers when they should be having high standards. This does not serve as a deterrent for anyone in that department or the state or the country to stop them from and prevent them from assaulting a citizen ever again. This is ridiculous. 5 days. It would have been more if Matt Karen had found this story out earlier, but because it was swept under the rug, they said, oh, let's just give him a 5-day vacation and let's all move on. He should be terminated, especially because he works with children. This loose cannon, unhinged officer works with children, and he will continue to work with children. This is ridiculous. When is enough enough? He should be terminated immediately. Now, I know he was criminally charged with assault and breach of the peace, and that would mean something if he was a regular citizen like you and I, but he's in law enforcement. I know how these things go. They are going to postpone the court dates, keep postponing the court dates until everybody forgets, and then dismiss the charges against him or give him a sweetheart deal. For anybody else, we would be on probation at a minimum or jail time at a maximum. But can a law enforcement officer be on probation? No. So that's why he will not get probation. But I am not going to forget about this story. I will continue to follow these court dates. I will even go to the court date and report live. So stay tuned to the channel for that. And also stay tuned to the channel as I have requested the full body camera footage because I'm sure this officer dug his own grave with his words. Oh, he's saying that I punched him. Oh, can I charge him with breach of the peace? So I can only imagine the full conversation and the full context of that conversation that he had with the other officers. This is absolutely disgusting. This is far from over. I'm going to be following up on this. You all should know by now, I love Connecticut, Corrupticate, and I love exposing tyrannical law enforcement officers in Corrupticate, like Sergeant Brian Fahey, who, by the way, is very close to Meriden. So when I head over to Meriden to follow up on this story, I will visit Sergeant Brian Fahey and the Internal Affairs Division there. It's been almost a year now since that incident took place. The second incident took place where I was assaulted and my First Amendment right was violated. And they are still, a 3-minute interaction, they are still investigating, apparently, that incident. So stay tuned for updates on that. Hopefully he gets more than a 5-day suspension, but seeing how you could punch somebody in the face and only get 5 days, I really don't see much happening to Sergeant Brian Fahey. Let me know your thoughts on this incident in the comment section below. I love reading your comments. We the people need to come together and figure out a way to hold law enforcement accountable for their actions. The lack of accountability is what's producing tyranny. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.